Keep in mind, we aren't mental health professionals, so what we say isn't medical advice. We're just students speaking from experience and personal observation, so don't hesitate to check out our partners in the description and other reliable resources. We're here to help direct you there if you need it. Hello, I'm Curtis.
Hi, I'm Daniel.
Hello, I'm Zichin.
I'm Kira.
And I'm Shamsa.
And welcome to InspirYA Podcast, where we help inspire students to become the best versions of themselves. InspirYA is a non-profit organization where we present you, the students and young adults, with podcasts and other online services to help you keep up with the challenges that you may be dealing with right now.
For today's topic, we will talk about the struggles with those living with learning exceptionalities, as we know that having special needs makes quarantine harder to deal with. For example, reading comprehension and other special needs may be recorded in the IEP, an individual education plan. The plan would have all sorts of information on the student's academic performance and any services or support they need, but the new environment makes it much harder to transfer those adjustments and find out what works for the student. The IEP also shows a student's strengths and challenges, so the teacher would be able to know what their students need help with the most and how to support them.
Online, any observations on those needs are also taken out of context, since there's not much information about how online learning could affect their performance. For example, while one person may appreciate the change in environment and work more productively, another can find it difficult to stay productive and keep up with the material outside of the classroom environment.
Also, self-advocacy is difficult without visual cues like raising hands to direct attention and provide a time to speak, because without eye contact and body language to assist, it's hard to notice when communications show up, and the possibility of being interrupted discourages participation and makes it harder to stay engaged.
For all those issues with the IEP and individual needs, the best option is to work things out with whoever is teaching. A bunch of teenagers on a podcast won't know exactly what you need either, but having a talk with a guidance counselor or a teacher could lead to adjustments that makes it easier to learn. Make sure the teacher has your IEP available to them so they can support your needs as much as possible and efficiently.
For those same reasons, special education classes don't run so well since teachers aren't with students in person to help. Less one-on-one support online since teachers can't observe students in person and think about solutions. Their information is limited to what they are told, so it's important to communicate issues as quickly as possible, whether in class, privately between classes, or through other means like email.
Also, technology is a burden and takes time, which means there's more apps to learn to use, more information to sort through without set teachers to help.
Even so, technology can help with keeping up with learning material because of the features that aren't normally there. Some of these features include captions to read while listening, the ability to zoom in on lesson material to see better, and the text-to-speech feature to help with writing. These features fully negate the problem of having to learn to use all the technology, but it makes it easier to learn in the future once you get the hang of it.
Work is also at a faster pace, virtually, than in a face-to-face setting, which means processing instructions online would take more time because there's more stuff to get through.
Also, taking notes during class is still useful for keeping up. You can use your pencil and pen. It is very useful for notes taking, and it also deepens your memory. Also, you can take screenshots and recording lessons for future reference. And last but not least, you can get clarification for things with the teacher's help.
Speaking of notes, taking notes of things you didn't quite catch in class can help even if the class time isn't enough to process all the information, since you can get answers you need from teachers or the internet at a later time whenever you're ready, which also helps with the faster pace of the virtual classroom.
Also, remembering to do homework or other work without supervision and homework checks is a lot more difficult since there's less of an incentive. This helps teach self-control. It takes a lot of discipline to take control of your own schedule. So some strategies that may help include creating routines and setting reminders, either online on your phone calendar or keeping a physical agenda.
To sum it all up, mental health may bring challenges and struggles, with some days worse than others, but you can make them better. We may not know what your personal needs are as listeners, but you do, so reach out to those around you to get the help you need. Always remember that you are not alone, so try your best because it will always benefit you in the long run.